Hey, what's going on? It's Darryl, and today we're going to be studying a piece called Kingdom Has Come by Mateus Asato. We're not only going to be learning the piece, but we're also going to be studying the theory and the structure behind the piece. So if you don't know the piece, make sure you get familiar with that. I've just posted a cover to accompany this video. And if you want to download the tabs and annotations that relate to everything that I'm going to be explaining, then make sure you check out my Patreon page so that you can download that. So let's begin by analyzing the basic skeleton of the song. So I'm going to play the chord progression without any of the melody stuff. So that sounds like this. So as you can hear, the first two sections repeat and then the following two are slightly different, but let's break it down bar by bar first. So the first bar, we have an A major 7 melody, which sounds like this. Followed by a B triad inversion. So that's your second inversion triad, so you would go from 2. And then your next bar is a C sharp minor 7. So that first bit kind of highlights just a power chord, but then with the upstroke on the two bottom strings, that makes it a minor 7. So we have, so that next bit, very cool, that goes into a G sharp minor 7. So far, if I play what we have really slow, so you can follow along, it would sound like this. Next up, we have. So we have this pattern to begin with, followed by. So that's just a drone note on the A string whilst you're playing this. And next up we would have your B, same as the previous section. This is a slightly different voicing. We have a B sus4 here. So you've got your root note on the second string, followed by your fourth interval on the D string, and then your fifth would be up an octave on the top string. So in order we would have 5 root 4, which is your B sus4. And then if we follow the same pattern, we would have C sharp minor 7 next. So that ascending pattern there leads into your G sharp minor 7. So first off we have E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, and like I said, second inversion triad, so we have. Let me just clip that E string at the bottom before moving on to the next bit, which sounds like this. That's quite a cool pattern there. We're going to slide down to the 11th fret on the D and the G, pull off to the 9, hammer back on, and then pull off and slide at the same time, and then slide back to the 9. So we have. So that brings us back into our A major, but this time we have a different voicing. We have an A major 7 sus2. So you've obviously got your root on the A string, then your second degree, which is your sus2 on the D string, 9th fret, followed by your 5th on the G, and then lastly your 7 on the B string. Next up we have this descending pattern, which is very interesting. It's actually just descending minor thirds, so we have the root notes on the top string. And to accompany those notes we have all minor thirds. An open E string in the middle, and then a major third at the end, which sets us up for our next chord, which is an F sharp major 13. Absolutely beautiful chord. So in context, we would have. So you can see once I go into that F sharp major 13, have one slide into just an F sharp major triad inversion. So we got a first inversion triad here from to, and then moving on from there we have, so that's a very similar melody to what we did at the beginning of the song. Into your B second inversion. And then it's a very interesting major substitution there. So we have a hammer on from nowhere on the second fret of the D and the B. And we're going to slide up to the fourth fret. And then do it again. But this time pick it. And then do a sort of half slide. So we got pull off to 3 and 2 on the same strings, and then your last chord, which is your C sharp major. So if we follow the trend, it should be a C sharp minor, but this is just a major substitution. So that's the majority of the piece so far there, and it's very interesting to observe the triads involved here, different chord voicings, and some of the major substitutions as well. Now let's move on. To begin with, we have this. So we start with a C sharp major arpeggio, followed by two kind of chord shapes here. That's just B into A, and then two second inversion triad. So that's your F sharp minor into your E major. Next up, so what we had there was a melody that starts on the 11th fret of the A string and leads into an E major arpeggio and descends on an A major arpeggio. And then we just flatten that A, which leads us into a G sharp minor, sharp 5. And then we're just going to go up 2 frets, play the same chord. Then we're going to finish the piece with this really cool pentatonic lick, which sounds like this. So it starts off with a kind of C sharp minor shape. And then we ascend. And then and that second to last note is particularly cool because it brings us back into a major feel as you bend into your major third again. So let me now play the whole piece slowly for you to follow along to. So there we go, that's the end of the video. I hope you took something away from this lesson. As I said at the beginning of the lesson, if you would like to download the tabs and the annotations for this piece, then check out my Patreon page where you can download the tabs for this song and many other songs across my channel. I'll be doing a few more videos like this. If you have any specific suggestions on artists or songs that I should check out, then make sure you let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.